Good evening, everybody. This is Danny. We are casting tonight for the first round, Division B West. We've got TRSG versus Cloud and Mind's Breaking Meta. This is the first round for both these teams, obviously, since this is the first week. I do not know much about either team. I know a player or two on either side. But in terms of like power rankings, didn't do that. I grabbed this cast out of fun to make sure I get ready for Friday night when I cast the Storm Division games. The teams did the map bans and map picks. TRSG won the coin flip and opted for first pick. And Breaking Meta opted to take us to my favorite map, Volskaya Foundry, with the red side, Breaking Meta, banning out Battlefield Eternity and Braxis Holdout, and the blue side, TRSG, banning out Alterac Pass and Dragonshire. Obviously, tonight it's best of three. With either of these teams, not knowing too much info about them, I'm curious to see kind of what their meta looks like, what they think is a strong tank, DPS, healer. Division B West is sort of that division where you might see the random low master, maybe as low as maybe a high gold or a low plat 5. But you do get a good mix of hero skill in B West, or both B East and B West. So curious to see if Volskaya, we do see some meta picks with maybe a Blaze coming out, Lucio, or if they just go, you know what, we're going to have fun. We're going to pick Cho'Gall and Sergeant Hammer and run it down bot. We'll see. Looking for the lobby in a second now. But if you are here rooting on your friends, shout them out. I do believe they do come in here every now and then and watch the VOD to see how they did. We are calling for Murky. I appreciate that. That's my favorite hero. But as soon as we get into the lobby, we will take off. Let's see here. What do I talk about to kill time? I don't know. Kind of a weird announcement. Obviously, CCL put out that there's not going to be a Season 5 of CCL. Kind of sad to see some of those players officially retire, quote unquote. There is going to be that international tournament in October in Miami. So we should see some good action for a few of those teams making a comeback. Probably 30K goes back to Miami. But curious to see kind of how they stand up this time in the LAN when they're going up against Korean, excuse me, and European teams without any ping issues. Besides that, obviously we're in maintenance mode. Getting some DMs from somebody. We are in maintenance mode per Blizzard. So this is the meta. We are, and typically the meta is the meta, but we might see, a hero like Sergeant Hammer make a reemergence, which is what occurred during CCL, even when those heroes have been untouched. Or maybe we see, new heroes coming out that people figure out how to make good combinations with current power. Can NGS2 channel not take subs? Skycake, I think the channel has to have so many followers. So if you want, you could follow the channel. I want to say it needs 100 followers to get subs. So if you want to follow the channel, then you can throw your Amazon Prime. But if you want to support NGS, you can always throw your sub to the main NGS channel. But looking for a lobby. Harass somebody in the lobby channel. Yeah. Kind of sad to see CCL depart, but kind of expected by the way things were being run. But if any of you guys have any comments, let me know. I'm just sitting here looking at my screen for a lobby link. May or may not occur. There it is. the side of TRSG, you've got Silver, Robert, Kingle, Panda, and looks like Selim 11. And on the side of Breaking Meadow, you got Believe, Skycake, Wipeout, Tlems, and Hoxenos. I have no idea. Who any of these players are besides Wipeout, but we'll get into it pretty soon. Let the players know that I am ready, so that we can start the draft, and we can root on our friends. Is there a little reverb on the mic, or is that my audio? Huh. There could be. I don't know if there's reverb. Because wait. No, the sub can't watch as observer. I apologize if there's reverb. We don't even know who Wipeout is. Wipeout is a prolific player. Wipeout, it's weird. So Wipeout last season was in Heroic Division. Wipeout is in Heroic Division. It was in Heroic Division last season. And then the season before that, I believe he was maybe Nexus. Looks like his team broke up, though, and him and a few other players sought different teams in the NGS community. I have it as well. Huh. All right. Well, if you guys know how to fix my reverb, let me know, and I'll go in there and change my settings. Just waiting for the readies to come out from these teams, and we're good to go. First game, I'm expecting they're going over kind of what they want to draft, in which order. Honestly, I feel like the team that has map choice, with the current meta the way it is better off, because they get to go 1-2. I kind of expect to see a Junkrat ban here on this map. Maybe I'm not host. But I'm getting some thumbs up, and hopefully the host starts the game. All right, we're starting. Maybe. This is exciting. I haven't casted a game, and well, I guess I casted the charity match about a month or so ago. But similar to like playing Storm League after a good break, you're kind of rusty. Your first cast, you're rusty too. So I apologize if I forget the names of talents. But we do have first band going over to the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go. Let's see if they are going to counter ban a certain player, or if they're just going to ban what they don't want to play into. And they are taking their time choosing that ban, and we are going to see Probius. If if someone would have bet me $100, I would have said no, not Probius ban. Quick ban onto Garrosh. And we do have a Junkrat ban on the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go. So looks like they do not have a Junkrat player, but pretty good ban coming out for Blaze. That is taken off the board for our blue team. And let's see what the first pick's going to look like. A couple of good picks here that are available. We've got a Johanna that's up, that is contended. We've got a Brightwing available. Lucio is available. Lots of really strong heroes here. They are going to opt into Anduin, so if I was the red team, I would take that Falling Sword Light Bomb off the table. But let's see what the red team decides to do here. It will be a Hogger.
Hunt them down.
Spin to win Hogger. And Orphea. All right. Leaving some really strong picks available for our blue side here. Perhaps some Light Bomb with Genji. And we will see the Malthael coming out combined with Johanna. Malthael been kind of an interesting pick here. Maybe Kingle is a strong Malthael player, but not showing too much beefy frontline just yet for the Malthael to come out in the second round. Next ban's coming out for the red side. Probably looking to ban out some DPS. They will get rid of a Deathwing. All right. So there's obviously some specific bans these players are targeting against the other team. And final ban for our blue side. That Probius is terrifying, definitely worth banning. It will be Diablo taken off the board. Let's see what the red side's thinking here. We are going to see an Uther Vala. We might even see a Death Ball coming out from our red side if they go in with the second healer and let the Uther tank. Actually, you know what? That might work out pretty well. But final two picks for our blue team. Looking to pick up the DPS.
Here we go again.
And it will be the Chromie and Sonya. Leap Sonya, probably looking for the Vala to leap into. But Uther, I'm assuming he goes D-Shield, will protect. And we are going to see a Taunt Varian making a presence. I'm assuming Taunt Varian. All right. Twitch, which side do you like more? Do you like the red team? CM breaking metas draft more? Or, excuse me, the blue side, Team Rainbow Strike Go. Should be a cool little game. Taunt Varian combined with both Orphea and Vala, blow up potential, followed with the Uther stun. On the side of the blue side, we do have perhaps a Light Bomb, Sonya leap, followed up with Chromie damage, and Malthael. I'm assuming he goes last rites on whoever's the low target. But, that's how the red side is going to play it. They're going to look for picks. The blue side is going to look for sustain and just looking for team fight potential. So the blue side loses if they get picked off. The red side loses if they can't find the picks. But let's introduce the teams one more time. On the blue side, you have Selim on Chromie, Kingle on that Malthael, Robert on Sonya, Panda on the Anduin, and Silver on Johanna. For our red side, we got Believe on the Varian, Clems on Orphea, Wipeout on Hogger, Skycake on that Vala, and Hoxenos on Uther.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Is there a buzz with my mic? I apologize. I'm not exactly sure why there's a buzz. I'll try changing my Discord settings in a second. But let's look at level 1 talents. Perhaps you guys just mute me. We are going to have an auto attack Vala come out to sort of poke into the blue side. W build Uther. Parry on the variant, obviously. Oh, big Q quest for Orphea. Blinds, not too much crazy talents, but Silver's getting pretty low here. Tlem's looking for that damage. Little split. We do have the Malthael already in the top side, getting that soak. Rotations occurring to catch that XP top side. Meanwhile, bot side, we have Wipeout and Robert talking about their feelings. This wave is cleared out. Camps are up at the 1 minute mark. Let's see who goes there to grab that turret. But we do have an early invade on this heal ward. Extremely strong. Good pickup. Let's see if this blue side can get it without being detected. And with the Chromie traps, they are going to get this for free. Team Rainbow Strike go with the pretty smart grab on the heal ward. And we're looking like perhaps this is an invasion. Believe not yet level 4, so no taunt just yet. Turret was grabbed by Skycake though, so it was an invade, but an invade for nothing as the blue side now is without their ward, but still positive that heal ward. Kingle will get that started for the blue side. As Johanna rotates top, grab that XP, do a condemn Q combo here to clear that out. And Chromie being a good anchor in that mid lane. Do you have rotation here from Believe? No, he's going back mid. Level 4s are online, and taunt is up for Varian. Oh, Chromie can... Oh! I feel like Chromie could have gotten taunted there and taken out. Believe holding on to that taunt. No DPS around him just yet to follow up on that action. But we do have, for the time being, offlane Orphea. We do have a collapse here onto Tlem's. He will get out. Hawker grabbed that camp. That will put pressure on the top lane. And this first objective, everybody, is not as strong as you might think. So we do see teams sort of get up this first objective and put pressure in lanes while the other team is sort of babysitting this point. But let's see what these teams decide to do. We do have some action bot side here with Tlem's and Wipeout putting damage into Robert. Channels at 19% and climbing. Malthael, Silver, and Panda are going to clear out that siege wave top, and TRSG is going to get one more wave, put some more pressure into that top wall. Believe just sort of babysitting this area. Chromie putting out more wards. Red side's going to back off very smartly, just not worry about taking a fight that they're down man. And Skykick and Tlem should start to make their rotation mid-side here. Wipeout has an E, yep, has an E, but gets chunked out a little bit. Uther there to pop him back up a little bit. We still see the Orphea top side, gonna get that wave to crash into the top wall. Channel at 46%. We do have an invade on this heal ward. I'm sorry, in this turret. Turret and the heal beacon did come out. Oh, first blood for the blue team. Second blood, sorry. But that's 2 for 0. The blue side dropped their heal ward and a turret, but they did steal a turret away from the red team. And this first objective, no, the blue side is going to go ahead and grab this heal ward. More XP for you. These camps do give a lot of XP. they're going to have Sonya babysit this thing, and the red team might not know where the blue team is. They're going to fight. The red team will fight into this, down a heal ward, and a turret. Ooh, slowing Sands out with the Chromie, making life difficult for our red team. Taunt goes out onto Johanna. Anduin pulled her back. Red side should disengage here. They don't want to, but they should. And this first objective will go over the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go. And Johanna and Malthael will take this topside? Oh, wait. They're going to jump out of this, and they're going to have Chromie drive.
Blue
Okay.
team has taken control of a protector.
Level 10s will be online shortly for our blue team. Meanwhile, Skycake is creating more pressure as his auto attack quest is sitting at about 39. First objective not getting the value. Should, but let's see if they're getting wave pressure in other lanes. Not just yet. Playing pretty cautious with this this first objective. Falling Sword out onto the Varian. Last Rites come out. That will secure the kill by Chromie. But the Malthael does get a stack of Last Rites to count. Anduin still has his Light Bomb available. Without a Varian, it's hard for this red team to step up. Big stun onto the Anduin, followed up with a Q from the Augur. And this could be 2 kills. It is 2 kills for the red side as Augur puts a ton of damage into the blue team. Could it be 3? Yes, 3 for 0 in that engagement. Perhaps that's what the red team needed, as they're going to go ahead and invade the blue heal ward. Ooh, Wipeout just missed his trash Q combo. Unfortunate. And the red team is going to rotate, grab their own turret, keep getting toys off the map. And is the blue side looking at another heal ward? Perhaps. Or they're looking at Augur. Condemn out. Good stun by the Augur. Falling Sword misses the stun. Oh, Light Bomb, though, does kick onto 3 red players. But Panda is getting low, will keep himself up. Turret comes out. Augur gets the kill onto the Anduin. Slowing Sands is doing some pressure. Skycake getting low. That's a counter kill. 1 for 1. Silver low in the backline, though. Taunt onto the Sonya. No follow-up damage just yet. Ooh, Chromie's in trouble. Scrappy fight. Augur E will confirm the kill. Let me read this chat. I'm late to the party. This sounds like Robot Danny. Ugh. I wonder why it does sound like Robot Danny. I apologize for my robot voice.
An access terminal will be online in a moment.
I promise I'm human. Five kills to 5. Level 14 versus 13. Blue side should hit 14 pretty soon. Pretty even match so far. Kind of scrappy. Still waiting for Believe to just maybe sit in the bush more. He's playing, or he, she, or they, or who, whatever it is kind of playing in the lane. So not too scary of a variant to play into. But Johanna will start the channel on the objective point. Protected by the way will eat a good amount of that damage from Chromie. Blue channel at 23%. Hogger is making his way mid. It's 4v4 here. And the Varian did go Mortal Strike versus the Shield Breaker into Johanna. Curious to know why, but we do have a leap target. Hogger will E out. Ooh, the light bomb was scuffed. Pull on to King will get him out of there. More damage being piled in with those slowing sands, creating so much pressure for our red team. And Believe will survive with 300 health. Both sides pretty beaten up. Hoxinos still has that heal ward that he could use. Hogger in a weird position. Heal ward comes out. Believe's getting low. Falling sword. We'll get the stun out onto Believe. Oh, D-Shield used onto Varian. Sony gets heal onto Bala. 2 for 0 on the side of TRSG as Varian and friends will retreat, and the blue side will secure their second objective. We should see the blue side take this middle then bot. Or are they taking this? Hit the middle wall, then go bot. 16 talent advantage for the time being on the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go. And this bottom wall is a foregone conclusion. Let's see if they can get a keep or fort. Looks like Malthil and Chromie are being a little more aggressive with this second objective, but they might pay for it here. Good route onto the Varian from the Anduin. Taunt goes out onto Chromie. Damage just not there. Ooh, and Telems will pay for that. I'm not sure if Skycake was in range for her autos. Unfortunate. As the blue team is going to rotate, catch some XP. They're actually looking for an invade here on the red turret. Believe is on an island. Rooted, slowed, condemned, blinded, but he will walk away, perhaps? No! Oh, and Vorpal comes out. D-Shield from Hoxinos will keep him up. Pretty long cooldown, 90 seconds, but it does keep their Varian alive for the next fight. Red team is going to take this heal ward away. But the blue team is going to get free push into this bottom fort. Next objective will spawn bot. So curious to see how the blue side reacts here. Skycake might want to leave here. We do got no taunt just yet. Blue side picked up a turret. Do you have a Varian making a rotation here? Taunts the Sonya. Big stun from Hogger. Leaps out. I really want the Varian to taunt the Chromie and not the Sonya. Hogger is doing what he can to get this XP. Kingle is looking perhaps to make an engagement here. All 5 players from TRSG is sort of sitting on this bottom wall. Coming bot side. Varian is sort of cut off from the team, so no follow-up damage for him. As the blue team sort of rotates around the map as one. Perhaps worried to get a pick-off by a taunt and Varian combo. But they do see Hogger bot side, so If they want to look for an engagement, they can look for an engagement with numbers. It says Hogger is showing bot. Looks like we are going to have the blue team start their siege camp.
I'm getting another terminal.
Wipeout is sort of holding this lane to keep this XP back here. Pretty smart high-level play to let these lanes crash and just grab this XP. As the blue side holds the siege camp for the time being. Pretty smart play from the blue team as this next objective does spawn all the way in the bottom.
Power routed to the terminal. Control it and you can power
And we are
it
seeing the
to
blue team sprint bot, hold mid. Two turrets available right now for the blue side. And they're going to go ahead and look at this a third turret. Because what's better than two turrets? Three. And that will be 3 turrets for Team Rainbow Strike Go. But red team is going to get some value here. Secure this. Maybe secure this top fort? No. Okay, I have to go back and hit it some more. Hit the fort. No, hit the fort. There we go, I believe.
destroy the fort.
Channel at 26% and climbing. As the red team is sprinting bot, not yet level 20. Blue team dropped a turret there. Dropped 2 turrets there. So, dropping 2 turrets. They're left with 2 turrets. Red team not yet ready to engage down level 20s. Pretty disciplined question. Caster question. When was the last time you saw a game of Sky end before level 20s? Years. I have ended this map at level 10. So it's possible. You don't need to like get the objective and clear, finish bottom. You can definitely finish off the second objective. Actually, I think there's a VOD of my team winning off the second objective. We 5-man wiped them, then ran it down bot. Oh, big taunt goes out onto Sonya. Falling Sword will cleanse that taunt. Big stun. Robert low. Heal wards come out for the red side. Hawksnose getting really low. Vala with 98 stacks, not where she wants to be at this point. As Malthael in the objective is getting decent value here. Blue side playing this really slow.
I did not expect the professor to be destroyed like that.
This blue side does have the Chromie to just sort of poke into the red team. Taunt does go on to Johanna. Big stun from Togger. Lifelong goes out. Will secure 1 kill for now. And Rollo goes on to Uther to save him from last rites. Fantastic D-shield. Big combo coming out from Orphea. Pull onto Kingle to get him away from danger. Taunt once more, but the DPS just isn't there for Believe. And that will be 4 kills to 0. And this should be game for our blue side. Unfortunate string of events for our red team here, as they stepped away from their keep and the blue team engaged. Level 20 Falling Sword getting good value as Johanna just zones out the Uther and Orphea. Pour at 30% falling.
Team score
Light bomb out onto the Orphea. Last rights will secure that kill. GG. Game 1 goes over to our blue team. 1-0. Huh? I mean, Kingle with the bruiser roll led both damage and siege damage, as well as this category is self healing shielding. Yeah, and did a decent amount of XP grab. So that Kingle grab in the second round makes a little bit more sense if you are a very good Malthael. On the side of our red team, CM breaking meta, Clemens did a good job with getting the most hero damage, but hero damage doesn't always equate to hero kills. But let's look at these talents. The one talent that came out that maybe didn't make sense was the level 7 and 13 into a Johanna. Probably go spell shield here, and he went demoralizing shot. Yeah, I think the Varian build. This game could have been much different if Varian just maybe shifted some talents around here. Overall, pretty regular talents here. Did we get Farflight? Yeah, we got Farflight. But yeah, overall fun game. Game 1, we'll go over the side again for TRSG Go. Let me pop back into Soothsayer, update these buttons. Wait to see. What happened here? Oh, I know. So, our red team has the choice of map pick or first pick. Let's see what they opt to do here. But yeah, appreciate you guys coming out tonight. It's what is today? Tuesday night at 8:30 Pacific time. I'm not sure how many of you guys or ladies have played their first round of NGS just yet. Probably not very many, since today is like the second day of the season. But if you have, let me know if you won or if you lost. Either way, appreciate you guys coming out and cheering on your friends. While we do that, I'm going to play with my mic to see if that makes the robot sound. Okay, I'm not sure if that fixed it, but if not, it didn't, and we'll just have to live with it. But waiting for map 2 to come out here. Let me know what they're choosing. Let me just message Skycake. Okay, map is up. We are going to tune the Spider Queen. this will be a map pick from TRSG. Let me update my settings. Spider. This is chosen by our blue team. Update that. So yeah, we are going to the tomb. This is actually probably my favorite map. Easy rotations, macros pretty easy to learn. You have the siege camp, the neutral siege camp that spawns bottom, and then you have the 2 hard camps that spawn the left and right hand side for whichever team that grabs it. You can kind of play around with how you want to anchor the bot side. You don't necessarily need to have a traditional bruiser bot holding down the lane. You can choose a Phoenix. You can choose a Rainer to sort of put pressure into that bottom lane and let the bruiser maybe float top mid. But let's see if we have some counter bans to that first draft. Let me let these teams know that I am ready. Hopefully, we get a thumbs up for both these teams, and we'll jump back into the draft. Vladimine's ready. Just waiting for TRSG to give us thumbs up, and they are ready. Awesome. Things do get a little bit nervous, I will say. You know, when it's night 1, your first NGS match of season, perhaps your first NGS match ever, the nerves come out, but that first game is out of the way. Let's see if our red team can make a reverse sweep here, or if we're going to see domination coming out from TRSG. But first ban's out for Skykick. We will see a Garrosh ban. I guess, who was the tank last game? It was, I forget who was tanking, but they must have a pretty good Garrosh if they keep banning out that Garrosh. With first pick available, we should see either the Johanna banned out here or picked up pretty early. Another Deathwing ban. And final ban coming out from our blue team is a Probius. I really want to know who plays Probius. And do we see the Johanna make a presence here? Pretty easy way to get lanes cleared out for your team. Safe soak with your trait. Or is our red team thinking of something completely different, since they are breaking meta? And they are breaking meta. They grabbed the Blaze. Probably the highest win rate in all of CCL. Blaze was either picked or banned throughout the season there. You see Wipeout grab that Blaze early. But that does leave available Johanna. And as we saw last game, our blue team does play Johanna. We will see Robert grab the Ragnaros, sell him, get the Vala. Interesting. Ragnaros creating that 30-minute, 2-minute Spider Queen game we all love to see.
Our world is worth fighting for.
And we will see Maiev come out from Skycake and believes going to grab the Mei. Neat little pickup there. Next band's coming out for our blue team. And the blue team will get rid of the Mephisto. Should see a Johanna band out here, I'm guessing. Yep, okay. So Johanna off the board. Next 2 picks are interesting. So they have the Maiev tether with the Blaze E. Followed up perhaps with the May combos here. But next 2 picks for our blue side. This might not be a bad Zul'jin game. If you have a good Zul'jin player, kind of just sit back and build their stacks. We are going to see, excuse me, Kingle grab a Falstad and Silver come out. We'll grab the Muradin. And final 2 picks for our red side. We are getting calls in Twitch chat for a reverse sweep from Ruffian. Telems will grab the Orphea once again, and Hoxanos will pick up the Ana. So maybe Nano Boost Orphea. This will be a Hyper Carry Orphea. And Panda, last pick here. Which healer are we looking to grab? Will be the Brightwing. Probably strong choice here. Good poly targets both the Blaze and the Maiev. Really scary targets here, but looking at the red team, they are looking to kind of build stun comps with the May, Blaze, Maiev tethers, and just have the Orphea go ham on whoever the target is. Whereas the blue side's more traditional, kind of a Muradin, kind of jump in there, get a stun off on one of these players, followed up with damage from Vala and Falstad, and Ragnaros just being obnoxious, throwing those lava waves all through lanes. Oh, maybe we see the other ult that comes out with the to follow up the Muradin stun here, or the Brightwing poly. 1-0. Team Rainbow Strike go 1 win away for a domination. CM breaking meta, looking for that reverse sweep to start in this game. But on our left side, in the blue trunks, we have Selim on the Vala, Kingle on the Falstad, Silver on Muradin, Panda on Brightwing, and Robert on the Ragnaros. And on our red side, Hoxanos playing the Ana, Skycake on Maiev, Believe on the May, Wipeout on Blaze, and Orphea playing Telems. Traditional good luck, have fun's coming out from both these sides. Level 1's being grabbed here so far. Trait build Orphea, Ice Storm for the May, Contact Healing, Grenade. W build Vala. Okay. More easier to play a W Vala than auto attack Vala. And we are going to see a frequent flyer coming out. Auto attack from Falstad. And Meatball build Ragnaros. But we have all 10 players in this mid lane. May is sitting in that bush. Good tether to follow up on the damage on a Muradin. Jump was available, however. Great combo with the tether. Oh, we are going to get a pause here. From Silver as he contemplates that last combo. Silver is lagging. Okay. Well, let's give it a second. Oh, I have to change my little scene anyway, so it actually helps me. Well, while we wait, W build Vala, hitting a hero with multi-shot grants 2 hatred and permanently increases damage by 2. And after hitting 20 heroes with multi-shot, increase its damage by 40. This can get finished up pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. Do you have frequent flyer on the Falstad, where minion kills grant 0.2 basic attack damage? Ready's coming out from our blue side. Pretty early pause, so not a big deal. And the red team will grab this mid minion wave. And with the 1 minute mark, let's see if these teams break off to grab a siege camp or perhaps a hard camp. Burden going to cut off this Mei. Stun does land onto Mei. Damage goes out from Vala. Pretty good damage poured onto that Mei. And our red team will get this going. The Maiev did not go Nysha, so it's going to be a little bit slower clear from Maiev. Skycake getting pretty low here. Probably will port back, yeah. But Heart Camp is grabbed for our red team. As the blue side will let this top wave clear out. Tlem's there to catch XP, but Murden's putting a hamper on the plans of Orphe to sort of rotate top. XP will get grabbed though. And Blaze wants to push in with his Heart Camp. It's getting cleared out for free at the moment. Big combo coming out from Blaze and Maiev will lead to a first blood, 2 for 0 so far for CM breaking meta. And that's how the combo works. The Mei root followed up with the tether, followed up with big Blaze E to make things go pop. The other red team in this bush here looking for an engagement. Not going to find just yet. We do have a blue team grabbing their hard camp. Bottom siege camp is available. Wipeout is going to check it perhaps. Nothing just yet. But red team just focus on grabbing XP, get these minion waves cleared out. Hard camp was secured by the blue team, and we'll start pushing mid lane into the red wall. Red team here, they do have vision of the blue team. We'll get free clear of this hard camp, and that hard camp will not be useful at all. Stormbolt misses for the Muradin. Good sleep onto Muradin from the Ana. Our red team does have enough gems. Big tether. Blaze E lands onto the Brightwing. I'm not sure that's the target in mind, but Silver has his jumping available. Got out of danger. But oh! But big snipe onto Falstad to secure that kill. I thought he was out of there. 3-0 so far in kills. Another tether out onto from Skycake. Mei Root does not get the stun onto Silver, who has 33 gems in hand. Slems put some damage into the Vala. Big damage onto Orphea. And Blaze does have Prio here. They can look for a 4v5 here. As Ragnaros is still showing bot. Should see it. Delay does happen. Wipeout holding his E. And the chance for a 4v5 fight did not occur. But web weavers are secured for our red team here. Another tether secured by the Maiev. Will not pull anyone back just yet. Rotations are occurring here. Web weavers are coming out there. We do have a grab onto Silver. Big stun, polymorph onto Maiev. And once again, if Blaze comes up, where he should see a 4v5, and it looks like Blaze is coming up here. Big flank from Blaze. We'll get to stun onto 2 players. And this will be a difficult defense for the blue team, as Muradin is still chunked out. Big Z coming out onto Muradin to pop him back up. But this top web weaver will secure that mid wall, as the middle web weaver is going to get the wall and a little bit of damage onto this mid fort. Meanwhile, top, they are still skirmishing. Ragnaros will use straight to save the remaining life of the fort mid. it looks like our blue team does have 66 gems. So they can turn in. Our red team's going to go ahead and grab their hard camp. And it's like Murden wants to dump those 42 gems that he has in his hand. Don't blame him. Kind of scary to hold on to that many at one point. But level 10s are online for our red team. Would like to see it engage here. Up ultimates. They will fight 10s equal. And we are going to see an Emerald Wind Brightwing come out. As expected, Lava Wave, Gust from the Falstad. And Blaze is holding his ult for time being. I expect a bunker. Nano boost from Ana. And we go Cage for the Maya. Murden getting his 47 gems turned in. No, we'll get slept once more by Hoxanos. Wipeout just makes it out. Big tether onto Panda. Ooh, big Cage will secure the kill off the Brightwing. Blaze comes in, easy, and gets a kill onto Falstad. Big snowball onto Silver. Pops Avatar, jumps out of there. Stun lands onto Maiev. We do have the Maiev, the Mei freezy thing. And that's 4 for 0 for our red team. And they deleted like 50 gems there. Huge for our red team here. And they have enough gems to get another turn in. Meanwhile, Blaze bottom getting that easy camp off the board. Who has the gems? Wipeout's got 22. 14 Sky Cake. Want them to turn in and not sort of hang out for the time being. Polymorph onto Believe. Needs to get out of there. Vala is going to dump 34 in there. Unfortunate. They did some damage in that bottom 4, but they probably could have secured that second objective. This will be the first Web Weaver for our blue team, but they just lost like 50 gems. So that's painful. Level 13s will be online momentarily for our red team. Another good sleep from Ana. Impressive from Hoxanos. Hitting some pretty clutch sleeps. Big tether onto 2 players. Gust to save the team. Snowball lands on the 3 players, but no follow-up damage. And I would like to see our red team just focus on getting these spiders cleared out. Believe in a little bit of trouble. Bottom Web Weaver, fairly healthy. Top Web Weaver, fairly healthy. And our red team spent a little bit too much time skirmishing and not enough time getting these lanes cleared. But Wipeout will get this bottom Web Weaver cleared out. As 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 members of the blue team will sit mid and dump a little bit of damage in that middle fort. Couple macro decisions that could have changed up there. Murden in the bush will land a Stormbolt onto the Mei. I believe Mei still has her trait. Rotation bot side here looking perhaps at Wipeout. 5 members of the blue team is going to rotate together. Big jump onto Mei. Stormbolt will land. Stun just misses from Vala. We do see an engagement here coming out from Mei, followed up with the stun from Blaze. Ult does land onto Ragnaros. Can they secure the kill? No, unfortunate. As Maiev goes down, we do see Orphea Chomp come out. But it's all just disengaged for our blue team as they are fairly healthy, but Mei could go down. No trait on her. Walks out of there with a quarter of her health. And we are going to have the red team get that hard camp, but the blue team can look bottom here and get this bottom fort secured. Probably rotate bot, get that siege, look at hard camps. Wipeout trying to turn in 38 gems, but Robert just doesn't want to do it. Tether onto Ragnaros, big stun from Blaze, but again, no follow-up damage. Big jump in there to slow the Sky Cake. Erden should be okay as, yeah, Brightwing goes in there with the Z to top him back up. Yeah, all those abilities used. 1, 2, 3 ults used versus 4 on the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go. Orphea being forced to clear this lane out. The red team is split, and they are showing on the map. Wipeout wants these gems turned in so badly. Ragnaros in trouble once more, but Brightwing will pop him back up to almost full health. Blaze in a little bit of trouble here. Does not have bunker, did not go that ult. And this is going to be unfortunate. That's 38 gems. May will get most of them. And with Blaze down for 24 more seconds, let's see what our blue team decides to do with it. The top fort is pretty low in health. Level 16's online for both these teams. Blaze back up in a second. Our blue team will dump in some more gems to get these lanes prepped up. And between, actually, Bala has enough to get it going. Let's see if Bala just disengages and get these gems turned in for the next objective. Good damage onto May once more. 96 health will go down from the Falstad. Gems were dropped. Wipeout does pick up those gems for his May. Just sort of traded gems there. When Wipeout died, May picked up the gems, and when May died, Blaze picked them up. This will be a pretty hard defense for our red side as this top fort is gone. Middle fort is gone. And these web weavers will be spawning pretty deep into the red territory. Muradin sitting in bush looking for an engagement here. Let's see how the blue team plays this. Sky Cape and Believe will rotate bottom here as that last spider is healthy. They're going to poke out the spider as best they can and scare away the members of the blue side. That bottom keep is still alive. Blue team, though, will secure the bottom keep and disengage. Level 20 is not yet online for our blue team. Well, look at this. Tlems with 55 gems and Wipeout with 45. Our red team has 132 gems they're just holding on to. So potentially they can get two quick turn-ins back to back and even things up here. The game is not yet over. They just need to get a quick pick and get some gems turned in. And the blue side looks like they want to collapse here pre-20. Emerald Wind comes out. Big gust from the Falstad to scare the team away. Wipeout's in there. Damage is split between Vala and Muradin for the time being. Meanwhile, Siege Camp is running bot. At some point, someone will need to disengage and take care of that. Tlems is going to dump her 58 gems. And hopefully this gives our red team some time to breathe, get these lanes cleared out, look for a pick, and dump another set of gems in there for another turn-in. But this bottom spider is an afterthought. It's going to get cleared out by the mercs there. Blue team will clear out the top spider. Only spider really left to defend is that middle spider, but the red team is down 20s. And that will get cleared out for free as well. Wipeout still at 58 gems. Looks like an engage onto Wipeout. And he will get out of there with Unstoppable at level 1. Just in time. With 58 gems, you do not want to die, and he did not take bunker. He is a kill target. Red team, you know, this might be a boss call, just to fight over this boss for this red team. They're so far behind, this might be a boss play. Stormbolt will miss. Just skirmish topside, look for a 5v5 team fight. Force the blue team to react. Wipeout will get the gems necessary to turn in, but they're still too short. Heavy impact will land onto Wipeout and Believe. Polymorph onto Blaze. Ooh. 3-man May ult will land. And the blue team is sprinting top of this boss. Blue team not yet reacting to what's happening. I'm not sure if they are aware of what's happening here, but this top boss is up at half health. And this boss will go over the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go and put some pretty hard pressure on this top lane. Stormbolt onto the Blaze. Polymorph onto May. Ooh, big combo coming out from the May Morphia. That's 2 kills. 3 kills to 0 for our red team. Still need to clear out this this boss. This is the time now to prep the lanes, get the waves pushed out, get those last 2 gems turned in, but also make sure you don't lose another keep. Burden dumped in 51 gems with Rhaegar, or Ragnaros, I'm sorry. Top keep getting pretty low. 30 more seconds for our red team to get something happened as Ragnaros and Muradin are going to secure this Siege Camp bot. Slem's forced to handle the bottom wave that's crashing into the core. 10 more seconds to make something happen for our red team. And the way they're positioned, let's see if they can dump in 2 gems before they get stopped. Skykick will get to secured, but this again, the lanes are so pushed out that I'm not sure if it's going to be very helpful for this next objective. This might be another objective that gets scuffed by just where the lanes are. Spider is topside here. They're looking for something here. Our combo that they just did is available. Ragnaros will pop his trait. Our red team will rotate here. Look at this middle fort. Ragnaros wave comes out. Will clear out a chunk of minions. May in a little bit of trouble, polymorphed. And this will be another defense from Team Rainbow Strike Go. I believe that was the third spider wave. As a few members of our blue team are going to rotate bottom. Big E over the wall for Maiev. Good combo from Morphe once more. That's 2 kills for 0. Big gusto into the wall from Falstad. Maiev is in trouble. Will go down. 2 for 1 for the time being. Believe in trouble. Will drop. 2 for 2. And that will be a 3 for 2. Unfortunate turn of events for our red team. They had a fantastic engagement there. We got too far behind that top fort. And our blue team has enough gems to turn in. And this will put pressure and could be game if they get another kill. As these Web Weavers will spawn pretty deep into the mid lane and almost at the top keep. With 3 players down for their 30 seconds. Wipeout needs to be careful here. Heavy impact, big Falstad gust. That's a dead blaze. And this might be game, ladies and gentlemen. Force shielding is down. Brightwing Emerald Wind comes out. Skycake looking for a tether. Stun on from Vala onto the Maiev. Forward 40% falling, and this looks like game 2 and the domination will go over to Team Rainbow Strike Go. GG's. That was a rough game. That was a frustrating game if you're on the red team because you had more kills for most of the for all the match, but their kills did not lead to structures going down. They were forced to go clear lanes or clear bosses. Unfortunate. Let's take a look at these talents that came out from both these sides. Nothing really crazy here. But no, really strong showing week 1 from Team Rainbow Strike Go. Let me message the captain, which I believe is Robert. Let's see if they want an interview. I'm assuming he does, but let me get prepped up with my robot voice in the lobby. I'm in the lobby 4. And chat, if you've all been super
What
cool.
up?
What's up, Robert?
How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I was telling chat if they have questions, let me know and I'll ask Robert. But congratulations.
Oh, thanks, man. Excited, pumped.
How did that feel? How did that feel?
The win, or what do you mean?
Everything. All 2 games.
It felt pretty good, actually.
Yeah?
It felt pretty good. I know it looks like they had some roster changes and stuff like that, so I think they were trying to work out some kinks, but we'll take it. Like, first game of the season.
Yeah, I get it, man. You'll take that win, right? A win's a win.
Yeah, for sure. I'm a little scared of that team later in the season, but I know they're trying to work it out right now, so we'll just take it for sure.
We'll take it. Oh, so first map, we go to Volsky Foundry. You were taken there, and you guys did a great job grabbing toys off the map. I think at one point you had 3 turrets and a heal ward. And I think you actually dropped 2 turrets and still had 3.
I know.
But game 1, Robert, we had Chromie, Johanna, Sonya, Malthil, and Anduin come out. I guess my only question is, you chose Malthil in the second round of picks. Is Kingle such a strong Malthil that you just pick Malthil no matter what the draft is?
I think
I believe all they were showing was Orphea.
yeah, I think he's good enough that he can do a ton of damage, and they already showed Hogger early, so we know it's a pretty good counter to Hogger.
Okay.
So we were already kind of deciding that game we were going to do 3 frontliners anyway, so we kind of had our pre-picks, and it just kind of worked out that way. You know what I mean? And so kind of picking him that early too might force other counters that might be able to play into. So you know, it just kind of worked, and he's pretty strong on him, so we just went with it. And the other thing is like we probably prefer Malthael over Tychus as an example. We just play with him better, as weird as that sounds, but
Well, no, it worked. I mean, I believe Kingle led in XP, damage, siege, self-healing. He was
flying all over the map.
He was a one-man wrecking machine. Yeah, congrats on game 1.
Yeah,
Two-minute Spreader Queen. You took us here. They opted for first pick. Is this one of your favorite maps you guys like to play?
Not really. I think we had a handful of map selections. 'Cause I don't know. Was it new that they added the 11th map? Did that happen this season?
I
missed
believe
the
it's
memo or something.
yeah. I think this season it's 11 versus 10, right? But
Yeah.
regardless, you took us to Tomb, and for all of the game, you actually you were behind in kills, but ahead of structures, right? And all that matters at the end of the game is who has more structures than the other team, or who has more core life, right?
Yeah.
You guys got
Sure.
You guys got kills and took structures, or saw they were on the other side of the map and took a bottom fort or whatever. Really strong map presence it showed. And that draft was a little bit different. I saw the Ragnaros come out, and I was like, oh, here comes a 30-minute Tomb map.
I know. How long was the game, by the way? Was it roughly 30 minutes?
It was 25 minutes around there.
All right. We're pretty
Yeah.
close to projection there,
Yeah,
Danny.
pretty close, pretty close. But Kingle hit another big gust on the Blaze to definitely secure game 2. But yeah, walk me through kind of your draft, your thought process, how you play that map.
Yeah, with this team, there's a handful of different. I mean, against who we're playing, there's a handful of different maps we're looking at. We knew that Inferno was pretty strong for them, so I don't know if we really wanted to give that to them. And we're pretty good, but I think they might have an edge, but we didn't want to give them a momentum swing. So I kind of took it off the map. We had some other ones we were playing around with that we're looking into against them specifically. Like we were looking at Sky Temple and Towers. Thing Garden came up. So we had some options, and I think it was just kind of like, well, we'll just coin flip, and you know what, Rag is great coin flip. So
Yeah.
I mean, I guess essentially every game is a coin flip, but it's kind of one of those things with the Rag. It's like either you do really amazing with them, or the opposite, and we just kind of gambled and just played the macro game. I mean, we really didn't have any strong CC that game, which we were pretty worried about, but again, we didn't have a high kill count like you noticed, but we
Well,
played
they
the
had
macro
that. They
well.
had that really neat May /
Oh, God.
Nev, Orphea, combo.
Freaking annoying. Freaking
Yeah,
annoying.
yeah.
Holy cow.
But no, listen, congrats. I hear
Yeah.
how happy you are in your voice. It makes
Yeah.
makes me smile.
For sure.
You
For
get to put 3 points on the map for Division B West.
Yes.
But
yes.
I believe this division is round robin, right? So you'll play this team again.
I know. So
So
we'll have to
You'll
we'll have to see how they
yeah.
progress, and then I don't
Yeah.
know if we'll do the same thing or change it up when we see him again. But
Yeah,
yeah,
hey-
it'll be a good competition for sure.
But congrats again. Any shout outs you want to make for tonight?
Yeah, for sure. First off, just want to thank you for putting us on a forum and casting. It'd be fun to always look back and watch the replays and see your thoughts and insight of what you saw versus what we actually saw. So thanks for that. Want to give a shout out to the other team, CM Breaking Meta, for being here as well. I know they put in some work. I know their org is growing, so excited for their org, and excited for us. We got like 3 teams, so we're building it up, but our boys put in the week every week, so it's good to see it pay off tonight. And just thanks for everyone that showed up and watched and cheered both teams on, and also just for NGS for existing. Such a fan or such a fun amateur environment, and pretty great community. So if you're out there and you're watching and you're not on a team, hit some of us up. We can figure out something for you.
There we go. Hey, make sure Robert, you sell him $10. Change his name to TRSG. Sell him. But hey, congrats tonight, and look forward to seeing your team progress through the season.
All right, absolutely. Thanks again, Danny. Appreciate it.
Good night.
All right, night.
Well, guys, that was me. I apologize for my robot voice. I promise I do not sound like a robot in real life. There's probably something wrong with my mic. But that was me. That was the cast. You guys have a good night and be safe.